One of my continued goals is the development of muscle. I do not just want to release the weight, I want to build the muscle. I want to feel stronger. With that said, I've added in rebounding, yes, but I've also added in strength training. And so I try to get to the gym twice a week for both upper and lower body. So that's really 4 times I'm going to the gym because they alternate. I do lower body one day, upper body the next, have a day break in between, and then do lower body, upper body. And then I take the weekends off. So that's kind of how I have Monday, Tuesday off on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And anyhow, I bring that up because what I wanted to tell you is that we being women over 40, are not just naturally building and growing our muscle in our body at the same pace like we did when we were younger. And so we have to intentionally be building up muscle so that our body stays strong. Because the thing is that as you age, people think it's just a number. Like aging is the number. And so as the number goes up, my body ability goes down. But I argue that because I don't want to, one, accept that for myself. And I want to build a strong, healthy future that enables me to have mobility and strength and comfortable, like ease in moving about my day. Because I've already put myself, I say put myself, but it wasn't like I did it intentionally, but carrying the extra weight, carrying an extra 100 pounds has already limited my mobility and what I can do. And I really believe that if I hadn't had youth and natural youth on my side while doing that, it would have made things so much harder. So that's why I am on this challenge to release the weight, get rid of the extra 100 pounds, so I don't have to continue to lug that around as I age, but I also can be growing and increasing my muscle so that I'm stronger. Let's do it. Build your muscles. Stronger together as we age. Yes? So that's my goal. With that said, I wanted to share with you that it is a really good accomplishment for women who are over 40, based on my research I did, okay, because I'm not a medical professional. So you can always double check things for yourself and look things up. But what I did in my research is it said a really good rate of muscle development for women over 40 is 0.5 pound per month. And I'm happy to report that after 9 weeks, so just slightly more than 2 months, I have gained 1.3 pounds of muscle. So I'm slightly above that really good rate. So it means that the things that I'm doing are working. So like I said, the things that I'm doing are rebounding daily, and I'm adding in, let me switch my feet, talking and thinking and acting all at the same time. So what I'm looking to do is with the strength training, I need to learn about proper fueling. So if you're going to build good, strong muscle, you also have to think not just what are you doing, but what are you consuming? What are you putting in so that your body has what it needs to develop the muscles? So I'm taking some supplements now, and these supplements are helping because these supplements become the building blocks. It's a really good way to just explain it. They're the foundational building blocks of you growing and building up your muscles. Because like I said, as we're aging, there are certain things our body is not just naturally doing at the same rate, is lacking some nutrients that it needs. And so it's our job to start to put those nutrients into our body to give it what it needs as proper fueling. And the thing is I always drink a lot of water. And I actually drink, still a healthy amount of water. I'm still a very strong water drinker, but I'm adding in hydration elements too into my water. Very natural, very light. I'm not drinking things like Gatorade or Powerade. I don't want anything that has sugar, colors and dyes or additives or anything like that. You do you. This is my personal choice. And so with that, one of the things that I'm seeing is that with hydration and with these supplements to help with muscle building, I'm having that great progress. So I think it's all connected. I'm also working on eating more protein throughout the day, and I've reduced my amount of carbs and fats. So, for example, the breakfast I made this morning It's cauliflower rice, bell pepper, diced onion, fresh spinach, turkey pepperoni, and a little bit of marinara sauce. And I saute that all and mix it together. But what I was doing before was adding in cheese, mozzarella cheese sprinkled on top. And before I was measuring, I would guess that maybe I was close to 3/4 cup, maybe more, because a serving size of cheese is usually about 140 calories typically. And that's calories, that's not even the fat, but it's 1/4 of a cup. Do you know how much 1/4 of a cup of cheese is? It's a very, very, very small amount. So even if I put 1/2 cup of cheese on something, especially like if I'm looking at a bowl of salad I've made and I add in 1/2 cup of cheese, it looks like nothing inside my salad. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at that is 280 calories plus fat for that. And it almost doesn't even feel worth it. And so I've cut out the cheese in that morning breakfast. And I also used to use avocado oil, which I'd switched from extra virgin olive oil to avocado oil, thinking I was doing myself, a better win. And then it's still a lot of calories. And I was definitely using more. I can't remember if that's a teaspoon or a tablespoon serving size, but I was just drizzling. So now I only use water in my saute, and the flavor still comes out great. And no cheese on top today. So it's strictly just vegetables, and then the protein from the turkey pepperoni, which that's a good clean source of protein. And I buy a really good turkey pepperoni. I like the one from Boar's Head, really good flavor. And I put that together. Very scrumptious protein source, good vitamins, fuels me for my workout. It's very light. It doesn't make me feel I feel full as in I feel satisfied, but I don't feel full as in bloated. There's a difference, yes? And so doing that has made me feel so much better. And the added perk there is I feel like, kudos, way to go, Stephanie, for putting in all those vitamins right at the start of the day. And I used to start with a fruit smoothie. And even though I changed out my fruits years ago to get my sugar count down, because I started way back when putting a banana and strawberries and things in my shake, and that was too much sugar right away for my insulin levels. And so I learned to modify, and I would put a lemon and I would put mixed berries. And so I reduced the amount of sugar intake, even though it's all natural sugar. I still got the sugar down. And so, but now I do that mid-morning after my body's already been awake for a few hours, had time to move around, had time to do its workout. And I feel better because I'm managing my food as fuel so that I'm regulating throughout the day instead of having to feel intense shifts and spikes in my insulin. Okay, what else do we got to do? Let's do the backward kicks again. Yeah, because that was a good transition because I was already in the bounce mode. Yes. So think about for you as you're building up your muscle, what food are you putting into your body? Is it fuel or is it fluff? If it's fluffy, that's going to go on your body. If it's fuel, it's going to be burned off. It's going to nurture your body. It's going to give you what you need to run and not to store. All right, I feel a squat coming up. Let's do a nice squat and then a deeper squat to stretch and open up our legs. Okay. All right, deeper squat. Deeper squat. I love the Bellicon bar. The security, like the comfort of this bar is much stronger than other systems I have used. And I like it when I go down to do my squats. Oh, that feels good. I can feel like different muscles activating in my knees when I do that. And it just needs that to open up. I'm going to do one more. Let's bounce for just a moment. And we'll go down to another squat. I know squats probably aren't your favorite thing. Ooh, I gotta go down further. My knee did not like regular squat. Okay. Okay. And bounce. And bounce. I'm moving into this because something about that first squat, my knee on the left side did not like it. I just want to loosen it up. That's why I love rebounding, because you can move in so many different ways. You're not just locked into one way of doing something like you might be on a machine. And nothing against those. It's just there's a lot of repetitive nature. Whereas you can move and use different muscles, move at different angles, move at different amounts to give your body what it needs, the way it needs it. So I just needed to stretch out that left knee. And these moves, I'm closing my eyes so I can feel into it. These moves are helping. Oh, give it the stretch that it needs. All right, friend. Have yourself a fabulous day. Thank you so much for bouncing with me, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.